This monastery is more dangerous than I expected. It's likely that our foes have infiltrated the ranks of the teachers. And there may be others of questionable character about as well. If you ask me, there is something amiss about that old man, Tomas.
There. Welcome to the monastery fishing tournament. You look confused. Didn't Seth tell you about it? Just catch whatever fish Flame requests. Show any fish you catch to Flame. I have a favor to ask.
No.
Professor, has Seteth told you? We're to have a fishing tournament. Given the events of the last month, I believe this is just the sort of distraction we need, staff and student alike. I'm afraid I'm not one for such festivities. I do enjoy a spot of fishing, though. I believe it best that I stick to quietly fishing by myself.
Fódlan is big. It's not as big as Elmira is, but it's still pretty big. Why do you think I would want to do that?
Oh, so you're taking part. How would you feel about a little friendly competition? Catch the same kind of fish as me and we'll compare the two. Biggest wins.
Oh, are you taking part in the fishing tournament? Let's put your skills to the test. Whoever can catch the biggest one of these fish wins.
Are you taking part as well? Why don't we have some fun with this? A little contest. If you catch a fish like this, come show it to me. Whoever catches the bigger fish will be the victor.
Professor.
Oh, you're entering too.
Then how about a little friendly competition? Let's see who can catch the biggest fish. There's no way I'll lose.
So you are joining the fishing tournament? That's great, but you don't stand a chance against me. I just caught this beauty. I bet you can't catch a bigger one of the same kind. Hey!
Yes. I am happy that you will have participation. Maybe you and I both can have a small contest with each other? We will both have catching of the same fish type and do comparisons. Whoever has the fish with the biggest size will be winning, okay?
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see.
But they haven't been biting.
What's shouting? Everyone told me I was too loud, so I've been using my quiet voice.
Will you be taking part too, Professor? I must admit I am quite excited. I cannot recall the type of fish I was hoping to dine on. So, if you do manage to catch a fish, do you mind bringing it for me to see?
Have you thought about entering? Maybe you and I could have a little friendly competition. I just caught this fish here. Why don't you try catching a bigger one of the same type?
Do you have time for a request?
Pardon me. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Young Monica disappeared last year. I thought she had simply run along home, but it turns out she was kidnapped. I can't believe it. How awful it must have been for the poor thing. They say her personality has completely changed, but at least she seems more cheerful than before. Grateful to be alive, perhaps?
What do you require? Farewell.
Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. A pleasure. You have a pleasure doing. You have a good. A pleasure doing. You have a good. A pleasure doing. You have a good. A pleasure. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. You have a good. A pleasure doing business with you. Come again.
Indeed. I received a rare letter from my father recently. He said that he is praying for the Golden Deer House to emerge victorious. Insistently praying. My father attended the Officers' Academy and won a glorious victory in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. I think he is quite proud of that, even to this day. I suppose that shows how great an honor it truly is.
You know, the Empire used to control all of Fódlan. But after the Civil War, the northern region split off and became the kingdom.
Later, the eastern part of the kingdom seceded to become the Alliance. There are 3 powers today, but 1,000 years ago, we were all united as one. Even now, among the nobles of the Empire, there are some who dream of reunifying Fódlan. How could you... How could you... Oh, I was looking for this. Thank you so much. How could you...
Okay.
Hey.
Why are they having a fishing tournament now? Are they just giving up on the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? You're not condoning this, right? Are you? Someone... 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 Someone...
Why would we go all the way to Gronder Field? It's idiocy to travel that far. It may be a tradition, but it takes forever to get there and is exhausting. So pointless. I guess there's nothing to be done about it. Even by you, Professor. What? 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 Hi, Professor. Want to know something? Gronder is in the territory of House Burgleys in the Empire. That's right next to my home, the region of House Barley. Oh, no. What if my parents come to watch? Ah! Really? Are you sure? You wouldn't say that if you weren't completely sure, right?
Hey there.
Hello.
Oh, having a fishing tournament before the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. At first I couldn't figure out what they were thinking. But the fish are especially tasty this time of year, so I don't question it anymore. Have you had any, Professor? You'd better eat up before it's all gone.
Professor, do you have a second? It's about Monica. Does she seem off to you? She was in prison for a long while, but she seems to have recovered almost instantly, and she's been bizarrely cheerful. You see what I mean? I wonder if she's straining to seem happy just to make people comfortable. And why is she so close to Edelgard anyway?
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is a free-for-all contest among the 3 classes. If you are victorious, the Archbishop will no doubt present you with a reward. Just what I thought you'd say.
Along with Flame, we found another female student who went missing last year. But now the combat professor Yuritsa has vanished. His origin begged many questions, so there were plenty of objections to his appointment here. He is apparently from House Rim of the Empire, but he was adopted from another family, or so they say. Anyway, there hasn't been much good to be said about House Rim in recent decades.
What do you say, Adel? Shall we meet up in the library later to...
Oh, hello, Professor! Do you need something? I'm a little busy at the moment.
Sorry, Professor. I've got a lot of questions to ask Adel here. Since I couldn't graduate last year, I really want to make sure I can do so this year. Don't worry. I won't participate in any assignments, so as not to take any attention away from the younger students. I look forward to learning from you, Professor. What do you say, Adel? Do you... So, since I don't, I look...
A lost... A lost... A lost...
Fishing? No thanks. I tried it once and ugh, gross. I don't even really like to eat fish, let alone catch and gut them. Besides, who can think about fishing right now? The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is coming up soon. Feeling confident? That's the spirit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Gronder Field is in the Empire, right? I wonder how we'll get there. I thought I heard that there's no path that goes straight from the monastery to the Empire. Oh, perhaps we'll travel through Alliance territory. Yes, I see. From the east, we would go... there. Ah, yes, that must be it. A lost... 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 A lost...
Sedith, that stubborn goat. Holding a fishing tournament now? Just last month, he looked like death warmed over.
Well, excuse me, Professor. Do you think it would reflect poorly on me if I chose not to take part in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? Well, I don't really want to leave the monastery. I'm not very confident, but I'll try my best. What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's the? What's the? What's the? What? What's? 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 What's?
I'm just absolutely exhausted. I swear to you, Professor, every month we're worked harder than the month before. I had imagined the Academy as a chance to possibly relax before our lives began in earnest. After graduating, we'll enter into noble society, which means contending with all the intrigues and dramas that entails. I want to just postpone life for a bit. Fish, nap under a tree, skip out on lectures, and, well, not your lectures, of course, Professor. That's not... That's not my... That's not my... That's not my...
Hey! The Death Knight's true identity. Personally, I don't think it could be Yuritsa. He taught me swordsmanship. He said I had talent and the potential to get pretty strong. He was a little scary, of course. But it's hard for me to believe he's a bad person.
A fishing tournament, huh? Sounds fun, but not as fun as reeling in the ladies. Just kidding, of course. The most important thing right now is preparing for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. After all, the ladies love nothing more than a winner. And around here, there's no bigger game. I knew you'd understand, Professor. Oh, that's mine! Oh, thanks, Professor. You really saved the day.
Flayn and Monica, was it? I'm glad they were returned safe and sound.
Did you want something?
So it is.
I need a favor.
Hey!
Professor. When you feel that first refreshing breeze upon your face, you know it is almost time for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Gronder Field is within the Empire, but the path there from the monastery necessitates passing through Alliance territory. Fódlan's biggest river, the Aramid River, flows along the border between the Empire and the Alliance. You will have to cross one of the largest bridges upon that river, the Great Bridge of Myrden.
Well...
After the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, a prize is awarded to the winner by the Archbishop herself. It's a three-way battle, so you can't waste too much time just observing. You have to jump right in there. You have to be proactive and defeat the most opponents. Do that, and it's quite possible the Archbishop will recognize how strong you are. Ah, great memories. I was a student here many years ago. I know what I speak of.
Oh, hi, Professor. Have you heard the rumor about the Goddess Tower? Well, there's an annual ball here the month after next, during the ethereal moon. They say if a boy and a girl wish for something together at the Goddess Tower on that night, the goddess herself will grant it. I don't know where the rumor started, but it's a great story, isn't it?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought. The Death Knight's true identity. Could it actually be Professor Yuritsa? Did you find it? Did you find... Did you... Oh! Did you... 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 Did you find... Oh my, this is great! Thank you so much! Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate
Need something? See you again soon.
I've a favor to ask.
Professor! Hey, you!
Of course. The situation last month was dire indeed. The students endured great hardship. I hope you were able to put all of that behind you, so that you may focus on this month's assignment. A most reassuring response. I trust that your class is in good hands. I look forward to seeing your skills on display at the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Oh, I adore this. Oh, I adore this.
I have something to ask of you. Flayn has been through an awful lot this past month. To make up for that, I have decided to give her whatever she wants. I asked her what she would like, and she expressed a desire for a feast of fish. Since I am sure the students would be interested, I have decided to hold a fishing tournament here at the monastery. I have left all of the specifics to Shamir. Please, enter and put in your best effort. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to. I'm sorry to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to. I'm sorry.
Yes. How are preparations for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion going? Fishing? Taking it easy, are you? The recent happenings at the monastery. There is something going on behind the scenes here. I've been commissioned to investigate as well. As I've already mentioned, this month I'm off to the kingdom. You be on your guard, okay? Perhaps I've gotten in your head too much. I won't go dying on you. I've stayed alive this long, after all.
I don't know if you've heard, but Flayn is very special. Her blood carries a rare crest. Oh, the lengths to which she could advance my research, if only I were able to study her. If only it weren't for Seteth's strict orders. He protects his sister with unusual zeal. Have you ever tried convincing Seteth of anything? I'm not sure I could convince that man the sky is blue, if he hadn't already looked up for himself. I'm not... I'm not sure. I can't believe I left this behind. Thank you so much for retrieving it. I'm not sure. I'm not...
I always thought I was pretty good, you know? Then I'd go and get stabbed. Oh. But my opponent was the Death Knight, so I figure I did pretty well to only get stabbed. I wonder if it's true that he is actually Yuritsa. Whoever he is, I'm going to make him pay. It turns out that when I get stabbed, I get really mad. I'm not going to let him get the better of me again. No, 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 no. Wherever did this turn up? Thank you for getting it back to me. No, 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 that, no, no, that, no.
Yeah.
What the?
Okay. Professor!
Oh,
Hi.
Let's see.
Since we were little, Ingrid's always gotten this odd look in her eye when someone brings up food. I know nothing about it. That's mine. Thank you for finding it. I know... I know... I know no... I know... I know... I know... Aha! This is nice. Aha! This is nice. Aha! This is nice. Aha! This is nice. People say you're quite skilled. Perhaps if I joined your class, I could watch your sword technique up close. Indeed. I think that's best. I'll transfer to your class then. Don't make me regret it.
Let's see.
Why would we go all the way? I guess there's...
Thank you. Thank. 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 Thank you. Why would it make... I guess there's... Yes, I'm actually very big. Why would it... I guess there's...
Hi there!
I'm going to catch me. I appreciate this. I appreciate. I'm going to. Not mine. Not mine.
Maybe. Okay.
Professor. You're certainly not going easy on me. You fight like a mercenary, not a knight. You hunger for victory, pure and simple. You may not be aware of it yourself, but I see it. Indeed. Knights ought to have some hunger. I've always thought so. They depend too much on their swords. Only when they're wrested away do knights consider their hands and feet as weapons. That's not how it was for warriors of old. They weren't limited by their tools. Victory is what matters, not the method of achieving it. That's the attitude to adopt. I detect that in your style. It is plain to see. You may take it however you like. I believe the difference between us lies within that hunger. But where does it come from? From the start, I was aiming to win. Yet I couldn't defeat you. Then I remembered something you said before. Indeed. I was raised to value strength above all else, whereas you had a reason, an ambition, pushing you toward that hunger. So tell me, what was the reason? Why were you driven to become so strong? Spoken like a knight. That's not what I would have expected. So that is the source of your hunger. I suppose I must find my own. If we're to get along, I think not. I'll be content if you continue to train with me. Perhaps it will come to me as I swing my sword.
My savior, thank you.
Professor!
Hey.
Well... Honestly, what do they all take me for? I'm fine. Perfectly and completely fine. It's hardly different from daytime. I'm not scared. Ah! Ghost! Hang on. Professor? Is that you? Oh, well, good evening! Oh, I left something in the dining hall, so I'm on my way to fetch it. But you don't need to come with me or anything like that. I'm fine on my own, really. You weren't? Oh, apologies for making an assumption. The truth is, everyone I come across asks if I'd like some company. They all seem to think I'll be scared wandering alone at night. So rude and presumptuous, you know? I'm perfectly capable of being on my own. Hey, Professor, wait! Well, I thought it might be nice to walk and talk together to the dining hall. Shall we? To be abundantly clear, this has nothing to do with my non-existent fear of ghosts. Oh, you must be bored. Fantastic, then. Do you mind, filling the void with some chatter? Some find silence to be a bit unsettling after all. Okay, I confess, I am scared of ghosts. The monastery is unnerving to me at night. So, can we talk about something, please? Anything. I've noticed for quite some time now, you treat all your students equally, don't you? You've never treated me differently simply because I'm younger than the others. And I've always appreciated that. Isn't it rather obvious? I'm roughly 2 to 3 years younger than the rest of the class. Have you just not been paying close enough attention to those you teach? That's poor form for a professor. Oh, there! I found what I was looking for. Well, I'd better be on my way now. Good night!
Yep.
Professor.
Pardon me.
No.
What a shame. Oh, that is mine. Thank you so very much.
Professor.
Oh, you caught one! Yes, yes! Yay! Oh, this is it! This is the fish I have been pining for! I am so pleased! I shall cook it up immediately! Wow! I am delighted! I shall take it!
Thanks.
I'm going to catch me.
This created more fun than I have experienced in a long time. Did you also have the fun?
I wasn't expecting much, but this tournament was a lot of fun.
The fishing tournament's over already? Guess it's time for my personal eating tournament then. Best part is, no losing.
The fishing tournament is over. I heard you did some fishing, and that Flame is happy.
All that's left now is to eat it. Should I smoke it? Stew it? Ugh, I'm drooling already.
I think that's the end of the fishing tournament. I suppose it's time to prepare for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Fishing was a nice change of pace, but now it's time to focus on the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Why would we go all the way to it? I guess there's... Thank you. Thank you. Thank
I guess that's it. That was fun, wasn't it? I guess that's it.
Pardon me. Indeed, Professor.
Ever since the tournament, the kitchen is completely overtaken with fish. The cooks cannot keep up.
Hey!
Going all the way to the Empire for a mock battle? This is serious business, and there's a reward to be had as well. I'd really like to win this thing.
Welcome, Professor. This is the first time I have welcomed you here, is it not? There is no need to be nervous. Please, come closer. When you speak with me here in this room, you are not speaking with the Archbishop, but with Rhea. It's just me. Such a sweet child. My apologies. I should not be treating you like a child. As Gerald's kin, somehow you don't seem at all a stranger to me. Speaking of Gerald, may I ask if he ever spoke of me to you?
My, but that does sound like something Gerald would say. However, one would be remiss to not take circumstance into consideration. In order to rise to the role of Archbishop, one must maintain an unbiased approach to judgment. It oft requires a certain sternness of words and actions. However, I believe that the person who stands before you now is no longer frightening. At least, that is my hope. Since you are here, shall I tell you about the Gerald that I knew? By the look of it, you haven't heard much about his time at the monastery, have you? When I first met Gerald, he was quite young. Why, he could not even grow a full beard at that point. On one fateful occasion, the band of mercenaries he belonged to fought alongside the Knights of Seiros. I was traveling with the Knights at the time, and Gerald jumped in front of an attack meant for me. He was gravely wounded, on the verge of death. I tended to his wounds in a desperate attempt to save his life. Thankfully, my efforts were not in vain. Gerald managed to escape a seemingly certain death. I made arrangements for him to receive further care at Garreg Mach. The moment he was deemed fully recovered, I invited him to join the Knights. Well, it is not a story I have often repeated. Even at the monastery, there are not many who know that. I tell you this because, to me, you are the child of the one who saved my life all those years ago. And also... Never mind. It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that I trust you. By coming to visit with me today, you have... well... suffice it to say that my day is brighter than it otherwise would have been. I thank you for that.
Witness my power! Is that all?
not an option. Is that all? You're weak. Failure is not an option. Is that all? You're weak. Failure is not an option. Now you know your limits.
Hello.
Right.
Hey. I may say, Professor!
Need something? This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
Hello there.
Well...
Professor.
Hello.
Hey.
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
Ah, I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
While I have little interest in food, I will admit to a weakness for this one dish.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
I've grasped. You're quite the
Not a total waste.
Nice. Nice.
I have a question. I see.
Professor.
It will be easier together.
It's you.
Our results...
I think I got it.
I'm getting closer.
Enlightening.
Technique never betrays.
As expected.
I have succeeded.
easy.